Hey everyone, welcome back to CryptoCache. Thank you so much for joining me here. Hope you're having an amazing day. We're going to go ahead and take a look at Lina, and just before we do, we usually look at Bitcoin, but we're not going to bother with that here today, just based on the fact that I'm going to make a separate video altogether. And more importantly, Bitcoin bounced off a key level support of 49,500, and it's slowly progressing upwards. I do think we'll see 51, 52,000 in the upcoming couple of days here. So looking at Lina, just before we do, of course, also, I'm not a financial advisor, right? I just love teaching people how to trade. And my goal is to help you become more of an effective trader. Okay. I just love helping people become more financially stable. And this is my full-time job. So it's great to be able to share all of my trades with my community members and obviously be able to help educate you through my videos. Now I have more in-depth, trainings with my membership, of course. So consider joining that as well. I'm also rolling out with a trading academy here in the near future in January, slated for late January. And it's going to be able to give you in-depth specific videos of every aspect of becoming a better trader, start to finish, the whole thing. So I'm working hard on that for you guys to make sure that we get you where you need to go. Now looking here at Lina, we can kind of see a couple of things going on. First of all, the price bounced off a key level resistance here at about 5.5 cents. Furthermore, the price is almost getting rejected by the 50-day sub-moving average. And I say almost because it just depends on what happens here soon. If basically 5 cents is the resistance when the one-day candlestick closes, we might expect that to be a resistance and hold the price action down. For now, it's not in bad shape, but this trading candlestick isn't closed yet. We got 5 more hours worth of continuation. So we could even see the price close above or below that key level support at 5 cents. So just be mindful of that. That's probably an important indicator. We're up over 50 and below 70 in the RSI, so still room for growth. But just note that this is a very significant large candle, about 35% in one trading day. That's kind of a lot of movement. So we need to be mindful of that and just not get too ahead of ourselves. And just note that there could be a correction coming into play because of that. But also note too, Lina's been down for quite some time, and it makes sense it's finally recovering too, right? So there's that sentiment as well. We're up over the 50 and the 200-day simple moving average on the 4-hour chart. That's awesome, but we are overextended on the 4-hour. Usually when you see an RSI up over 70 on the 4-hour chart, that's the largest cause for concern. And what I mean cause for concern just means that the likelihood of it coming back down is fairly high, because that was a lot of movement in a short amount of time. Right now, RSI over 70 on a one-day chart is a different story. That can work as a support level. But a lot of times this works as kind of a magnetic scenario where it pulls the price action back down to it. So I wouldn't be surprised if we get that happening. Literally, we can have the price consolidate right here at support at 5 cents for the next 24 hours, and that RSI effectively will calm down. That's ultimately what we want to see, because ultimately, an RSI under 70 on the 4-hour chart is a better case scenario than over 70. But for right now, we're over a key level support. I just think we need to kind of consolidate for a while and kind of relax and then see the next leg up. If it tries to leg up again right now, it's going to be too much in such a short amount of time that we're going to see that pullback. So I wouldn't be surprised, honestly, if we see even further of a pullback, lose the support level there and go down to about 4.6 cents. That could be the next secondary support. Good news is we have that as a support level, as a potential. Okay. So don't try to, don't get ahead of yourself there, but it is consolidating nicely at this key level support at 5 cents. I'd like to see that. Also note too that Bitcoin not selling off soon is very important here. If Bitcoin can stay stable and continue to progress sideways for the next couple of days, then we will likely see Lina continue to leg up again once it consolidates further. Okay, now take a look here at the 1-hour chart. Ichimoku Cloud is telling us we might want to consider selling our position soon. In other words, in roughly somewhere in the range of 12 hours, we're going to see that price action intersect with that. With the price, in other words, when the lagging span touches any type of price action, it's considered a sell signal. Okay, so same with the conversion line. Conversion line comes down to the baseline. We want to sell there too. So we've got two potential scenarios that could come to fruition in the near future. So not telling us that we need to sell right now, but unless Lina can leg up again soon and clear this price action, so to speak, then we're going to see a sell signal from the cloud. So it's just getting ever so close. So I would recommend maybe considering, again, trimming your position soon before the price comes down any further, because that's that 4-hour candlestick, or sorry, actually, there's that 1-hour candlestick that jumped from 4.5 upwards to about almost 6 or 5.5 cents. That was like a 20% candle? Yeah, 22%. That's a lot of movement, and it has to correct itself. So would not be surprised if we lose this key level support here at 5 cents and comes down to 4.5. So I would say that 4.5 to 5 would be the likely scenario for the price action to kind of consolidate and retrace. just based on the fact that the cloud is kind of giving us a potential sell signal soon. Again, it's not there. Lina could leak up again, but if it does, it could come crashing down further based on the fact that it's already overextended. Okay, so just be aware that again, overextension has plays a big factor in momentum for certain price action. So I would just recommend getting some profits if you can. If you haven't already, consider doing so. Again, the key to being a good trader isn't necessarily buying low and selling high. It's where you buy and where you sell, and how much, of course, of your position. So I usually recommend trimming some off the top. So if you're in the take profit target, 10, 20%, maybe even 30% here at profit target 1. Set a profit target 2 and profit target 3. So once you get there, you take your profits. Unless you're a diamond hand holder, you should not be holding on for dear life, right? There's nothing wrong with holding on for dear life, right? If this is the coin you want to invest in, perfectly fine. Put it in your HODL account. But if this is your swing trade or day trade account, which you should have them separate, you might want to consider taking profits while you still can. Okay, just something to consider. Of course, this is what I would recommend to my community if we had an open position available. So that is kind of where we're at. So I hope you found benefit, of course. And if you did, like, subscribe, comment below, all that good stuff. Feel free to join my Patreon community, of course. That new spots will be open, available January 1st. Okay, we always close out at the end of the month based on demand, and roll out with new spots available in the 1st. So just be ready for that. January 1st would essentially be the open time frame there, and I'll have limited slots available as per usual. Thanks again for your time. I look forward to seeing you in the next video. Have a great rest of your day. Take care.